What's up amazing people, this is Kabir once again and we're back with another game review. This time we're reviewing one of the very first next-gen PlayStation exclusives to come out, which is also nominated in the Game of the Year category in this year's The Game Awards, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales is the direct sequel to 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man, which was both loved by critics and gamers worldwide. So, did the new Spider-Man game do justice to its predecessor? To find out, let's swing into our spoiler-free review.
No. It's pretty weird, right? Not that weird.
So let's talk about the positive things first. What were the things that we absolutely loved about the previous Spider-Man game? The swinging mechanics, the combat, the finishers, the cinematic action sequences. Well, this game has every single one of those things and they have made everything better. The swimming mechanic is more flourished, more energized, and they have added new swinging animations for Miles Morales which are different than Peter Parker's. The combat system is also very different and unique because they have introduced Miles' bioelectricity powers and invisibility, which enables players to get more innovative and creative with their attacks. The finishers are also different because they have added new finishers based on the powers of Miles Morales. And the action sequences, well, they're truly amazing and they're truly a lot better than the previous game. So in short, this game does not feel like you're playing the previous Spider-Man game. This game stands out as Miles Morales' very own Spider-Man game. Further, the game's entire theme is based on the personality of the character of Miles Morales, starting from the music to the new Spider-Man app where citizens can report their crimes and the new photo mode where you can use new stickers and new frame. Overall, the developers Insomniac did an amazing job to make players feel like they're playing a completely new different game. Now let's talk about the story. The story is very well paced and very well written. The game takes a typical path of a teenage Spider-Man who has just mastered his abilities and having a difficult time balancing between his life as Spider-Man and Miles Morales. But this Spider-Man jumps quickly into action very early in the game to save his friends, family, neighborhood in Harlem from the evil gang, the Underground, and the corrupt Roxxon Corporation. Now, there might be a counterpoint that the story is very short, but we thought it is very well balanced. Why? Because this game acts as the introductory game to Miles Morales. Now, Miles Morales isn't that much well known among the fans of Spider-Man like Peter Parker. When we start the game, Miles Morales does not even have a complete suit as Spider-Man. So, keeping the game short, precise, and to the point worked like magic. And to counter the small story, this game has more side activities and more collectibles than the previous Spider-Man game. So, it kind of balances things out. Like all the other games, this game is not perfect as well, even though it ticks most of the right boxes. One of the things that bothered me the most was underdeveloped antagonist. As I've mentioned before, Spider-Man takes on two groups of bad guys, the Underground and Roxxon Corporation. On one hand, the main villain of Underground, Tinkerer, is very well written, well matched, and well developed throughout the game. But on the other hand, the other bad guy, the head of R&D of Roxxon Corporation, Simon Krieger, barely makes an impact throughout the game. We just see him in a couple of cinematics and that's about it. A better developed villain with more to do would have surely made the game a bit bigger and a whole lot better. So that was our take on the new Spider-Man game. The next-gen PlayStation games are off to a flying start with Miles Morales. We cannot wait to play the next Spider-Man game where there is a high possibility of getting two playable Spider-Man simultaneously at the same time for the very first time. Our final verdict for the game is a solid 9 out of 10. We really wanted to do the review in the PlayStation 5 to check out the native 4K, the ray tracing in fidelity mode, the higher refresh rate in performance mode, but we could not get our hands on the PlayStation 5 just yet because I guess you all know the current scenario for PlayStation 5s in Bangladesh. Nevertheless, tell us what you thought about the game. Did you like it? did it live up to your hype or not? And if you liked our video and want more reviews like this, like in our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel would do us a world of good. Till next time, this is Kabir signing off. Keep playing games, be greater, and gather up those XPs.